My name's Heidi Vini, and I am an Alaska State Trooper, and I'm very proud to say that. I'm born and raised in Fairbanks, Alaska, and have lived in the Mat-Su Valley for the last 16 or so years. And I started this career a little later in life. I was in my mid-30s, got married really young, and kind of shelved some of the dreams that I'd had just to raise kids. And one day my husband said, "Remember those dreams? You should probably go after those. This is a good time to do that." And I did, and I'm very happy that I did because it's panned out for me. There were a lot of concerns or self-doubts going into the hiring process, but I can say that the recruiting department was fantastic. Every person that I dealt with, from the office staff all the way up to the lieutenant, were so personable, and they really had a personal investment in my journey through the entire process. Anytime that I had questions, for the 8th time, I could call and they would answer them. And the greatest advice that I was given by them was they didn't want to change me. They like me just the way that I am, and they just want to give me the tools to do the job. As a woman, I've worked a lot of male-dominated fields most of my life, and I can say that this is the first career where I was actually treated like a trooper and not as a woman. And that was a great feeling. I know the department's not perfect, but this is the perfect fit for me for where I'm at in my time in life. The academy was something else. At 35, it was a little harder on the body than at age 25, but I think I was a little more mentally ready. And the greatest advice that I can give about the academy is what you put into it is what you get out of it. As long as you're working hard, the corporals and the staff there are going to work hard to invest into you. And it is really borne fruit in my life, just seeing where I've come. I can look back on day one of the academy, not having any military experience, having had a family for 16 years, got teenage kids at home. You know, I've been a mom, I've worked multiple jobs in my lifetime, some at the same time. And then all of a sudden you're reduced to this recruit and you're getting, yelled at to do simple tasks like cleaning, where I'm a mom, I know how to clean. But it was such an amazing time, and although there were some struggles along the way, it was the best experience for me. I really overcame a lot of personal anxieties and things for my life, but also things related to the career. I was never exposed to a lot of things that we deal with in law enforcement, and the academy was a great introduction, because then I got onto FTEP, and field training was a whole nother animal. All of a sudden you're thrust into this real world situation where you can't call time and you can't pause and go back and do it correctly. So you go from this safety net and this little greenhouse effect where everyone's growing at the same time, and all of a sudden you're thrust into a real world situation where you have to make decisions, and these decisions can be potentially life and death. But I am very thankful to say that I had fantastic field training officers that really helped develop me. They were able to encourage me in my areas of strength, but also push me in my areas of weakness to make me a better and more well-rounded trooper. I can say that as a woman in this career, it's a little different than if you were a man. And I didn't know how I would be received as a mid-30s wife and mother coming into this, male-dominated field. But I can say that I have been very well received by the staff, coworkers, command, but also by the general public. I think that women have something different that they bring to the table. We have an ability to communicate with people in a way that sometimes men can't. And that has served me well. And I've been able to diffuse a lot of situations just with communicating, whereas maybe my male counterparts wouldn't have mattered what they said. Somebody wanted to fight them because they're a man. But my being a woman has helped me sometimes in those areas. I can also say that I very rarely am treated like a woman in this career, which I appreciate. I can walk into a situation and I don't have too much, "Oh, you're a chick." I mean, I've gotten that a few times, but a lot of times they look at me as trooper, can you help me, trooper? Or they ask me, they call me trooper or officer, and that's a powerful thing for coming into a career that is male dominated and being a woman. And my coworkers, they're just the same. I'm just one of the guys with them. So for me, this has been a positive experience. I found my place where I fit within the department, and I'm very thankful to have had the guidance and encouragement from the very beginning, from the first call to recruitment all the way through to the academy and through my field training officers. The other thing I would say is hold tight to those relationships that you build. The relationships you make at the academy will be lifelong. You guys will have gone through something together that not a lot of people will have gone through, and I have friends and built friendships that will last a lifetime now because of my experiences with them that were so unique. And the other thing is the mentors around you. I have field training officers that I will forever go to for advice and for help with things, and they are so willing to give it. And in return, it's taught me to start giving that away. It's important that the things that we learn, that we teach the ones coming up underneath us. And so I can look back and see where I started, and I can look at these new recruits and say, I did that too. I've made the same mistakes, but let me save you from the next one. Here's something really stupid that I did. Don't make the same mistake. And they don't. And it's really encouraging to see how my experiences are also influencing those coming up underneath me. But staying connected to the people around you that can pour into you, and then also giving that away, is going to be really fulfilling, especially during the hard times. This career is a lot of fun, and working for the Alaska State Troopers was a dream that I had since I was a kid, and I'm very proud and honored to be doing so. But there's hard days. So you got to cling to the people around you when you have the really fun days to get you through some of those. But in general, just don't quit. Keep going. Don't try to change who you are. Just learn what they're going to tell you. Humility is huge, especially as type A personalities that want to win at everything and want to tell others what to do. When you get to the academy, be prepared to take direction and to be doing things that you don't think that you should be doing or want to be doing, but it will make a difference. And everything that they do at the academy is in preparation for the real world. I can say that 100% because I've experienced that. Good luck.